רבותיי, before we're going to announce, have a seat please. טל. שב בבקשה. Peter? Before we're going to announce the year, the time that Beit HaMikdash got destroyed, Chazal said, when Beit HaMikdash got destroyed, on Tish'a B'Av, the first Beit HaMikdash and the second Beit HaMikdash, the first Beit HaMikdash got destroyed because of three averot that Am Yisrael did. Gilui Arayot, Shfichut Damim, Avodah Zarah, the worship, killing each other, and all the other sins that they have done. The second Beit HaMikdash got destroyed because of Sinat Chinam, because they hate for no reason. They hate each other for no reason. Why? To show us that for hating each other, for having this disconnected from each other, that we are not united, we hate each other for no reason, we're divided, we have machlokot around us. It's the same thing like the three biggest averot in the Torah for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the question is why? What is Sinat Chinam? Somebody can hate you for no reason? Somebody can hate you for free? What is Sinat Chinam exactly? And why Hashem so strict about it? To kill and to destroy Beit HaMikdash. Why Hashem destroyed Beit HaMikdash? What happened at that time? Chazal said, we just read it this week, Parashat Devarim, Moshe Rabbeinu, before he passed away, he said to Am Yisrael, 11 Yom Mechorev. We have 11 days during the year where we're mourning for the destruction of Beit HaMikdash, the 9 days of Av, and the 10th of Tevet, and the 17th of Tammuz. Why we doing it? Why? Moshe Rabbeinu continued. And he said, you know why we're sitting down? You know what happened in this time of Tish'a B'Av? I'm going to tell you what happened. When the spies came, and Moshe Rabbeinu sent them over to the land of Israel to see the good things in Israel. What they do? Instead of looking for the good things, they look for what? They look for the bad things. They look for what's missing. They look for what's wrong. Because they didn't have this ability to see the good things in the land of Israel, they didn't see the good things in themselves. They didn't appreciate themselves. They saw the giant people and they said, we look like a grasshopper compared to those giant people. As I said, how do you know how the giant people look up to you? How do you know that? Because that's the same thing they feel about themselves, the same thing the giant people thought about them. Chazal said, you know what's the destruction? Why we sitting down on the floor? Why? Hashem said to the spy at that time, Hashem said, אתם בכיתם בכייה של חינם, אתם תבכו בכייה של דורות. If you look for what's wrong in other people, if you look for what's wrong in the land of Israel, you look for what's wrong in you. When you look in what's wrong in yourself, you not appreciate yourself. You don't know the potential that you have. You don't know who you are and how much influence you can do in the world. Because you're not aware of your kochot, you're not aware of the gift and the skills and the blessing that God's give you. We're sitting down on the floor about our destruction of our churban, of our life. Because you're not appreciate yourself. Because you look for what's wrong and you self-sabotage yourself, you look for what's wrong in others. And then you hate others because you hate yourself. Because we have so much negativity in ourselves that we not appreciate ourselves, we not appreciate our people around us. Hashem said, you cry for no reason. Atem bechitem bechiyah shel chinam. You're going to cry for more. You have so much regret because I give you all the blessing and you're not aware of the blessing that you have. Always you complaining, always you blaming others, always you're looking for what's wrong. That's why all the people who get divorced, couples and houses, get in destruction, churban habayit. People get divorced because they not appreciate their relationship that they have. Not appreciate their spouse, they not appreciate themselves, not appreciate their house, the children, the parnasah. They look for what's wrong. Then the miscommunication, problems, fighting, and then I don't want to be here. Hashem going away from the house, and then it become the destruction of the house, the churban habayit, people get divorced. So Hashem said, what do I want you to do? What do I want you to do? What Hashem asks us to do every year? Why we cry for something that happened 2,000 years ago? The answer is we are not crying for something that happened 2,000 years ago. We are crying for tonight, for today, that we are not fighting for our life. We're not doing enough for our relationship. We're not doing enough for our children. We are not having love for ourselves enough. That's what Hashem said, as long as you're not loving each other. מה אני מבקש מכם? What did I ask you for? אלה שתהיו אוהבים זה את זה, מכבדים זה את זה, ויראים זה מזה. All the Torah, what did the Torah want from us? What the Torah wants from us is to love each other, unconditional love. I love you, I don't know why, I have no reason why. I don't care what you look like, I don't care where you came from, what you keep, what you're not. That's the real love, because if you love me, which means that you're aware of my existence, that I am the Son of God. So you're aware that we are, all of us, we are one neshama. We are one neshama that connected together. We are one neshama that divided by many, many bodies. We are one neshama that Hashem wants from us to be aware of the look the good in each other and to spread our light by showing our love without judgment, because love is the ability to see the value of the other person without judgment. If you judge me, which means that you don't love me. So there is a story about Albert Einstein. And one time, he was sitting with his wife, and they went on the mountain to do hiking. When they finished the dinner, they went to sleep inside the tent. ישנו באוהל על ההר. In the middle of the night, somebody came and stole the tent. Somebody took it. She woke him up. She said, Albert, wake up. What do you see? He said, what do I see? Listen, according to astronomy way, I see billions days of possibilities of billions of stars in the galaxy. And if you're asking me according to astrology way, there is possibility that we're going to have a good relationship this week. If you're talking about theologic way, there is possibility for the God existing. Maybe God existing somewhere. She told him, Albert, what are you talking about? We don't have a tent. You try to find an excuses and reason why, what do you see, why is like that, why, but you forget the main thing, that we don't have a tent. We lost our tent. We can try to find so many ways why we don't have better Mikdash. We can blame the Romans, can blame all the enemies, we can blame the history, can blame the people that are doing a lot of bad things in Israel, all over the world. But we forget that we don't have a tent. Forget that Hashem is homeless. Forget that Hashem is not there. Everybody's suffering today for depression, for sadness, no connection for the children. There's no Shekhinah in the houses. There's no happiness. There's no fulfillment. That's what we forget. And we don't have a tent. Everybody crying. Everybody's suffering today. Everybody's suffering today. Because of one thing, lack of love. So the Gemara said a story about Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva and Chachamim, the sages, the rabbis came for Rabbi Akiva after the destruction of Beit HaMikdash, and they start crying. They saw foxes coming out from the holy place of the Beit HaMikdash. They start to cry. ראו שועלים יוצאים מבית קודשי הקודשים, התחילו לבכות. אמר להם רבי עקיבא, מה אתם בוכים? רבי עקיבא asked him, why are you crying? They said, מקום אשר כתוב בו, והזר הקרב יומת, שועלים ילכו בו. The holy place, that no one can be in this place. Now foxes walking around? Rabbi Akiva said, Rabbi Akiva started to laugh. Rabbi Akiva התחיל מצחק. שאלו אותו, רבי עקיבא, על מה אתה מצחק? Why are you laughing? He said, at the same time, now that I see that the nevuah of Zechariah become true, and the nevuah of Yirmiyah become true, that Hashem destroyed Beit HaMikdash, I know. I see the nevuah, the prophets of Zechariah, that ישבו זקנים וזקנות ברחובות ירושלים. I see the future. When you see the destruction, I see construction. When you see bad things, when you see darkness, I see the hope, I see the redemption, I see the Geulah. So it's all about what you focus on in your life. You focus on what you're missing, what other people did to you, the past, yesterday, what your wife did, what your husband did, what other people did, or you having emunah that hakol tovah. Rabbi Akiva and Chachamim, Chazal said that we have three things in our life. Ashan. What is Ashan? Olam, Shana, Nefesh. Whatever we have in the world, we have in the year. Whatever we have in the year, we have in our Nefesh. There is a time of Rabbi Akiva Metzachek. There is a time in the year that we are laughing, we're enjoying, we're celebrating Simchat Torah, Purim. The month of Adar, there is a time that we are supposed to be happy and enjoy every moment and dance and sing and celebrate. But there is a time in the year of Tish'a B'Av that we are crying, we're supposed to cry. There is something in our nefesh that cry. That there is moments that we cry, we all cry. Sometimes nobody knows what you cry, nobody knows how much you suffer, nobody knows anything. But you want to solve something, you want to add more love, more compassion, no judgment, love each other, bring the Shekhinah to your house, bring the Shekhinah to your life. The destruction, we're sitting down on the floor, we feel the karka, we feel the earth. Because if you want to build your house, you have to fight for it to prevent the next destruction. Who knows how many people lost their house this year? How many people couldn't build their house this year? How many people lost the friendship, partnership, many things for stupid communication, stupid fighting? Enough. We'd like to bring the Shekhinah. This is our opportunity every day. So this is our opportunity to unite it tonight and tomorrow, to sit down on the floor and to really reconnect to this moment. That this day of Tish'a B'Av is going to be the last Tish'a B'Av, the last time that we sit on the floor. Hashem will say, די לצרותינו, בעזרת השם, אתה תקום תרחם ציון, כי עת לחננה כי בא מועד. אמן ואמן. Page Gimel. Please close the light completely. Completely. Just maybe the chandelier, make it low. Yeah, this one low, more low.
The lowest you can get. Anybody else want to come?
Yes,
To the lights?
like that.
We professors.
Like that, perfect.
אפשר עם הפנה של הטלפון?
כן. שמעון אחינו את ישראל, כי בעוונותינו ועוונות אבותינו אנחנו עולים לחורבן בית מקדשנו, לשרפת היכלנו ולגלות שכינת חוסינו ולנפילת עטרת ראשנו ולפיזור עם הקודש וירושלים מן הקודש. אוי לנו על גלות אשר דינה, אוי לנו על חורבן בית המקדש, אוי לנו על שריפת התורה, אוי לנו על הריגת הצדיקים, אוי לנו על צערו של משיח. היום 1955 שנה לחורבן בית המקדש. אתה קדוש של גאון ישראל יקרא זה זמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות לא פרץ כמותו